Hi Bell City, coming at you with your Wednesday's workout. Your question of the day, name a song that makes you really angry when it gets stuck in your head and won't go away. Your warm-up is going to consist of a 5-minute AMRAP. You're going to either do a 100-meter run if you have that mapped out, or you're going to do 30 seconds of low box runners. Then you got 10 air squats, and then you got 10 alternating reverse lunges. So with those low box runners, you can use a dumbbell, you can use an actual box, a little low step stool, you can use a stair, and all you're going to do is just chop those feet onto that low box or that object. Those low box runners you'll do for 30 seconds. If you have 100 meters mapped out, use that and run with it. For those air squats, we're going to push those knees out, driving through those heels, chest is up, back is straight, get down below parallel, push those knees out on the way up for those air squats. Then you have your reverse lunges, alternating. So step that leg back, kiss that knee to the ground, come back up, kiss that knee to the ground, come back up, alternating those legs. So that'll be your 5-minute AMRAP warm-up. Then you guys have a nice 5-minute body pump that we are going to do, and it's a body weight pump. For 5 minutes, you're going to do 5 sit-ups, 10 tuck-ups, and 15 glute bridge air chest flies. With those chest flies, guys, we do not need any weight for those. So all of this 5-minute AMRAP is going to consist of us on the ground so we don't have to get back up. And we're going to stay there for 5 minutes going through these 3 movements. So 5 sit-ups, 10 tuck-ups, and 15 glute bridge air chest flies. So for those sit-ups, our points of performance, if we have that ab mat, the thick part touches our booty. If we don't have an ab mat, we can use a pillow or rolled up towel, something to support our lower back. Shoulder blades touch the ground. That is a point of performance. Come up, touch in front of our toes so that our shoulders pass our hip crease. So shoulder blades hit the ground, come back up, touch in front of our toes so our shoulders are passing that hip crease. Then you guys have those tuck-ups. So again, you can stay on the floor for that. And you're just going to come and tuck up for those tuck-ups. Then you get to stay down here for the glute bridge chest flies. So you're going to get those hips up into that glute bridge, and you're just going to come down with your arms, straight, tap the floor, come back up. Tap the floor, come back up while you're in that glute bridge. Okay? Those are your glute bridge air chest flies. Next, you guys have this full body grind workout coming at you. You get to kind of choose your own adventure. It's 28 minutes. Kind of reminds me of those books we used to read where you get to choose what page to go to choose your own adventure. You have an 8-minute EMOM of the first minute being either max burpees or max double unders, your choice. Minute 2 is going to be max air squats or max lunges of your choice. So you have to pick one of those movements in minute 1, and you have to pick one of those movements in minute 2. After those 8 minutes are done, you get a 2-minute rest, and we get to move on to the second 8-minute EMOM, which in minute 1, you get to choose max burpees or double unders again. And minute 2, you now get to pick between max dumbbell alternating snatches or dumbbell swings. Then you get another 2-minute rest, and your third and final 8-minute EMOM is a minute of max burpees or double unders. And then minute 2 is max squat hold or hollow hold. So you guys can choose your path. Say in the first EMOM you want to work on burpees, the second EMOM you want to work on those double unders, and that third EMOM you want to work on the burpees again. You can do that. That is your choice, because the burpees and double unders do not go away on the first minute of each EMOM. That stays the same. The second minute is what changes in each EMOM. So that is your choice. So we will go over those movements. Your burpees, as we know, our chest touches the ground. We come up, jump and clap, open our hips at the top, squeeze those booties so that your hips will open. And also make sure your feet come off the ground just a smidge, like you can get a piece of paper underneath them. If you're not doing the burpees, you're doing those double unders, and it's the rope has to pass twice under your feet for that option. Then for minute 2 in your first 8 minutes is max air squats or max lunges. So max air squats, we went over that in the warm-up and the beginning part of today's workout, getting those hips down before parallel, chest up, back straight, driving with those knees out through those heels, knees coming out on the way down as well as the way up. So you can choose between the air squats or the lunges. So we went over reverse lunges earlier, coming back, kissing the knee to the ground. If you're doing forward lunges, still that knee needs to kiss the ground, driving out of that front foot. Kiss the ground, driving out of that front foot. Your next EMOM, again, max burpees or double unders, your choice. Then we get to do either alternating dumbbell snatches or a dumbbell swing. So as we know, the dumbbell for the alternating snatches are going to come from the ground. Both heads have to touch the ground for these dumbbell snatches. Chest is up, back is straight. Drive up through those legs, lock out, keeping that dumbbell nice and close, lock out overhead. Switching below the eye level, tap that dumbbell to the ground, lock back overhead. You can also change on the ground if you're more comfortable with that, driving that dumbbell up overhead. Then we have those swings if you don't want to do the snatches. So you can hold on to that dumbbell and you could swing. You can do Russian style. If you're comfortable with it, you can go up overhead if the dumbbell's not too heavy and won't go flying behind you. Be nice and safe. So that's either your dumbbell snatches or you can do the dumbbell swings. Then in the last one, you have, again, choose between max burpees or choose in on the double unders. And then you have max squat hold or a hollow hold. So max squat holds means you're staying in the hole for that minute. So you're max squatting that hold or trying to stay there as long as you can during that minute. Chest is up, back is straight, butt is below parallel, below that hip crease, keeping everything nice and tight and activated. Don't lose yourself in the bottom because then it's harder to drive out of that. And then when that minute is up, we go to the next thing. If you're not doing the hold in the squat, you can do the hollow hold. So that is pressing your lower back into the ground, pointing those feet out, hands up overhead, shoulder blades off the ground. You're to hold as long as you can. If you can hold it for that minute, awesome to you. Otherwise, it's a max hold for as long as you can and no more than the minute because then you move on to your next movement. Hope to see you guys in the Zoom room. Enjoy this. See you soon.